Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm new at the game. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm new at the game of being a treasurer, so bear with me. Apparently we have made slightly over £1,000 on the auction, which is very good. We've made £11 on guess the number of Maltesers. The turkey reading brought in £200. The raffle brought in £72. The tom-tom brought in £10. Shooting Chris brought in £71.
Does that make him half a turkey?
Which I think blooming marvellous.
Does that include the there should be £16 for the turkey watch last night as well?
Yes. The Santa what was it? Santa Claus who made
Santa Claus
and also 2/3 of the wild women of Wongo.
Oh God!
I didn't see one bit of adult anime. I'm really disappointed.
You missed the anime
will be arranged.
You can reach your writing.
Yeah, that would be okay. Going back to the stuff on the machine. The masquerade, which was absolutely superb. I thought it was funny as hell, and I was sat behind it. So, for the Dread and Suspense Award for kilt work was the wood talked entry, which was Richard and Dave. I'd just like to say on a personal note, it's a shame Richard couldn't be here, but unfortunately Richard's grandmother died last night, while they had to leave. So let's go, grandfather, I apologise. His comment actually was that having said was his father would have said to stay at the con, it was fun, but unfortunately he felt family would not see it was appreciated. Okay. The person most likely to get invited to the Bridge Award went to Kerry. The Bowl of Fruit Award for being totally bananas. What do you thought on that title? Went to Heather. The services to Armadacon for sabotaging Dave's sewing machine. I sense a public groundswell there for something.
I presume that's going to keep on not working for your next year as well.
Well, we'll have to see how timey-wimey we do.
Okay. The newbie award actually went to Chris and Chris. The Style Award for a fantastic costume and scary legs went to Snail and Manga Day. But they're still scary. And the final Masquerade Award for the presentation occasion for by far the most entertaining laugh we had, Chris and Jenny.
That concludes Armadacon, I guess.
In no particular order, we should thank the hotel for putting up with us.
Yeah.
And forgetting how nasty
Such short
was it
notice, really.
Yes.
Especially at such short notice.
Especially at such short notice, yes. We should thank the Scientologists for making us come here. Right.
She's a thinking dog for Scientologists, by the way. If anyone asks, she's an assistant's dog. She's a thinking dog for Scientologists.
Say no to anything. Right, that makes sense. Okay.
No, well, I heard that after several Scientologists got brained out from buying too many Alan Hubbard books. I rescued her from the Scientologists. It took a small team of very dedicated people, large amounts of high explosives, and a lot of guns, but we managed.
The convention doesn't happen because we say it happens with people. Do stupid things, some of us very stupid things. There are a lot of people we want to thank. George sat in the boardroom. I'm convinced one of those models was definitely the secret base for our evil genius. So for playing with Lego, for letting Alison make a choo-choo train, for putting on with all sorts of weird stuff and playing silly games as usual, a big thanks to George. WA crew for putting on weird videos, being shot again, building the largest electric set in Plymouth, having the largest collection of guns for shooting Chris with, and letting us use them, for running the laser tag all weekend, which I never got to play because the kids wouldn't let me. So a big thanks to all the guys at WA for being good sports, especially the ones we only till the last minute that love running events. So a huge thanks to the WA people. A huge thanks for our guests, because you don't come to see our ugly mugs, you come to see them. So, in order, we have here on stage, I suppose, Ben Miller, who will be back, Morris. I've not got his name. It's only taken a year, that's not right. I've got one name right. Ben, for doodling on Saturday.
He will be back again for the meal tonight. He's due to arrive back 7:15.
So, big thanks to Ben. Harry Malloy. He's so coming on the committee. Steph Reese for coming in today, having no idea what she was walking into, and having a good laugh, and when she saw the costumes that some of us were wearing, not running away screaming. Oh, my brain's now. Thank you. Coming down the strings they're wearing out.
I pass you the badge of Martin. That sounds like a way of an artist film.
The reason that line is funny to a few of us is because Martin's Lavell's badge cost, it took us 4 or 5 attempts to make it. It was the most painful.
Couldn't find it.
Yes, the most painful badge making ever that was your badge. So I'm glad you finally turned up to have your badge that we made. We should have said, I pass you your badge.
21 years of finding the worst stuff to read ever, Fiona.
My loyal fans, Marcus, Shark Dog, I will be trolling the internet for your listening pleasure over the next year. If any of you find tucked away in a bookshop or in your bookcases something totally dire and despicable that makes you corpse with laughter, please feel free to send me these books. Remember, they need a home. They need love and attention. Contact Ali or Dave, who have my email and email addresses, and I will always accept really, really bad books from my ever-growing 5+ boxes of bad books. And thank you very much for your continued support of our charity and me doing really stupid stuff and exposing other people reading lesbian vampires.
And crabs.
People who didn't come to the turkey reading and missed the lesbian vampire sex fiction. Oh, science!
Is that the first time? Actually, of the 2 books I've read, that wasn't anywhere near as bad as the book I was reading before it.
And Galactic Girl again.
Oh, Galactic.
That you don't rename it.
What do you do with a hammock and a ceiling is almost good.
Anyways, thank you very much.
Our quiz masters, who come up with some deep, evil things that kept us arguing for hours on end afterwards. So, Barry. The book team. And Dr. Bob. Dealers for dealing. Andy, can I thank you for not sitting on the couch all weekend? Our tech crew. I'm going to thank you for copying everything I never see onto my drive. I've got something to watch next week.
I actually think there's 3 or 4 members of the tech crew. We only ever see one at a time. There was one we saw on Sunday.
Oh, you mean there's Dave?
We saw 2 today.
There's Dave's moustached brother and there was Santa Claus.
Who's off talking the most?
Go on, Dave, I dare you to say ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Nursery school a couple of years ago, and I don't know who was more terrified, them or me.
Depends what you put on the video.
I think it was me, but
It's when they slap, they pull on those rubber gloves with that sort of smile. This will hurt you more than me.
So we also have the people who try to run things. Apparently we succeed because we have quite a lot of people here. So we have Yulissa as our treasurer. Trying to keep our budget in line and
trying to keep the chocolate and the books balanced.
yeah.
That wasn't easy.
Liz for doing lots and lots of jobs. Chris for advertising. for the other programming.
Actually, I think after the picture, you've got to get this photo. International male model, Chris.
With the sexy keeping it all together.
Yeah.
Chris, you have a photo.
I'm born funny years.
Yes, you did all the stuff you were supposed to do.
Ali for being nice.
Alison for doing all the jobs we couldn't be asked to do. Isa, our chair. Finally, and the most important without question, you.
Yay!